Hey guys, this is Q here. So I've been wanting to do this series for a while because a lot of people have been asking me what is my approach to learning languages. And I guess the first video I want to make of that series, if I make a series like that, is how I learned the pronunciation. Because before learning all the words and the grammar and stuff like that, I have to learn the writing system and the pronunciation, right? Well, except for Chinese. That's like a different story. Maybe I'll make a separate video for that because like Chinese is a logographic language. It doesn't have an alphabet like every other language in the world. But normally for languages, I would learn the writing system and then I would learn how to pronounce it. So today in this video, I want to show you guys in real time. I want to try learning the pronunciation of a language I have no knowledge of, and it's not similar to any other language that I learned. So you can see in real time what I do to learn the pronunciation. All right. So what I firstly do is, so first of all, like the spelling of a language and the way it's pronounced is very different. I mean, the pronunciation of a language and the spelling of a language can be very different. You know, like in English, we have many silent letters. Like for, I don't know, knife, we don't say knife, right? But there is a set of, every language has a set of limited pronunciations that they use, right? So for example, by the way, these are called phonemes. The phonemes are like the actual sounds of the language, not the spelling of it necessarily. So English, for example, has 44 phonemes. So what I would do is like, I would first Google phonemes. So anyways, I'll just show you what I do. So let's get on with the video. All right, so here I am using Google Translate. I'm trying to look for a language that looks pretty interesting. Well, normally what I do is I try to find a real life recording of that language, but then Google Translate is pretty good too. Of course, not as good as a real life recording, but anyways, what language should I try? Something I don't know how, but I want to read an alphabet too. This video is not about learning the writing system. I think I'll do that in another video. This is just pronunciation. So for example, I'm going to learn Russian pronunciation today, okay? I'm going to try Russian out. So before I do this, I'm going to go on Google and search up Russian phonemes. All right. So Russian has 34 consonant phonemes and 5 vowel phonemes. So in total, Russian has 39 unique sounds. All right, let's see if we could find a list. So I tried to look for a list. Usually Wikipedia has it. Oh yeah, so there's the list, but what I like is like a list of words. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Then we don't even need Google because wait, what is this?
Дом.
Доме. Кровавый.
No, I'm trying to look for a
Кость. Взгляд.
Okay guys, I finally found a website where they had all the phonemes of Russian. So this site, it shows me like every single phoneme in Russian, and the way I learn it is pretty simple. Like I don't use any kind of like diagrams where like it shows the mouth and stuff like that. I mean, I could do that, but I don't really find it particularly helpful for me, at least. And I just tried to mimic the sound. So okay, so I'm gonna sound very, very stupid trying to pronounce these sounds, but let's give it a shot, okay? Like I've never learned Russian before in my life. I don't even know how to read this. I'm just going off the sound, okay?
Было.
Okay, I'm gonna sound really dumb. Alright, let's try.
Было.
Было. Было. Было.
Было.
Было.
Было.
Было. Было. Bula. And I would just keep on pronouncing it until there's like no gaps between my pronunciation and the recording of it. You know what I mean? Like, let's try a different one.
Герой.
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 Герой. Герой.
Герой.
Gilroy. Yeah, and I would just like keep on testing that out. And then if I can, I would try to look at the spelling of it too. Obviously, I cannot read the script, but then also when I learn an alphabet, if the language has an alphabet, of course, not like Chinese, but if it has some kind of alphabet, I like to learn the alphabet in words itself, because if I learn the pronunciation of each and every single alphabet, like the pronunciation of every single alphabet, when it's combined into a word, it might not be pronounced that way, right? Like the English word thumb, not thumb. Well, actually, yeah, thumb too. If you look at the word thumb, then you don't pronounce the B part, right? So I like to learn the alphabet in actual words. So for this, like, and then over time, as you keep trying to pronounce the words and looking at the words, you get used to like a certain pattern, and you get used to how the language is spelled. And the more experience you have, you just naturally build up like, oh, this spelling is impossible in this language. Like, for example, in English, you can't have like th. You could have something like thr, right? Like in the word through, but you can't really have a combination like txr. Like no words have a t and an x in front of it. You know what I mean? And there's too many unique cases each language has. So I just kind of learn it as I go. I don't try to learn every single pronunciation at once. So I think this is the most effective way, at least for me. So let's try a different one.
Даже.
Даже. Даже.
Даже.
Даже.
Даже.
Даже. Даже. Даже. Даже. Даже. See, I do hear a little slight gap in my voice and the recording. So what I do for that case is I like to record myself talking. I don't like hearing my voice, but like if I could hear my voice and I compare it with the live recording, then I can have a more accurate idea. So I'm just gonna record my даже.
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 Даже. Даже.
Даже.
Даже.
Даже.
Даже. Даже.
Жить.
Whoa, okay, that one is hard.
Жить.
Жрит, жрит,
Жить.
жрит, жрит,
Жить.
жрит,
Жить.
жrит. And as I'm doing this, I'm trying to put my mouth in uncomfortable positions, and like it's like kind of like my tongue, it doesn't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like I don't have this pronunciation in my mouth, so my tongue doesn't want to do that, but I just kind of force myself to. I just aim high and low, and I just try to really get to the sound.
Жить.
Жрит,
Жить.
жрит,
Жить.
жрит,
Жить.
жрит. All right, let's compare my recording and that. Oh, you know what? I can't play it while this thing is recording. I'll listen to it later. But yeah, it's good to record your own pronunciation.
Мы.
Мы,
Мы.
мы, мы, my,
мы,
But yeah, anyways, you get the idea, right? So either I try to look for the pronunciation, the phonemes online on a site like this, or I just use Google Translate and I just look up random words, right? So words like a chair. What is chair in Russian?
Стул,
Stool.
стул,
Stool.
стул.
Stool. So yeah, so basically I just learn the pronunciations as I go. I don't try to master the entire pronunciation before I start the language because there may be inconsistent spelling and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically it. It's very, very simple. So if you guys are trying to learn the Korean pronunciation, I'll put the link down in the description below for the Wikipedia link of the Korean phonology. And so there's this box over here, and then the ones over here, and then the ones over here. And also these are like the words associated with that phoneme. So if you just master all of these words, how to say all of these words, and all of these words here, and all of these words, then you mastered at least single word pronunciations of the Korean language. So yeah, you could just like copy and paste these words into Google Translate and make sure that it's set to Korean, and then just practice these words. Oops, I deleted it by accident.
불,
Pul,
불,
pul. Yeah, so you could just practice kind of like that. And so yeah, that's it, guys. And I know that the Korean alphabet is completely different from the English alphabet, and you can't just read it like right off the bat. So I do suggest getting a rough idea of how each little piece sounds first. It is a good idea, but then I wouldn't be like too invested in it. I would learn it to a good degree, but then because we have also silent letters too, I would prefer to learn them in words too for more kind of exactness. So yeah, that's kind of it. It's very, very simple how I learn pronunciation, and I just wanted to show you guys how I do that in real time. So yeah, let me know what you guys do to learn pronunciation of a language, and I'll see you guys in the next video.